We are going to play a typical number with a typical amount of loud and loud passages.
Disse tre typer skudd er bundet sammen under jorda.
A huge number down on the Saturday to cheer the team on. Or the Saturday morning is usually seeding matches again, and then they start the finals in the afternoon. So it's sort of all day Saturday, and it really is like a Super Bowl
of smarts.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman said that.
He did say that.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman's on the board. Will I Am is on the board. He came to St. Louis last year and like got his boosting and stuff. It was really cool. It's getting hot. Yeah, there's little problems like this you run into all the time. A story I like to tell is our end game this year. So obviously you have to shoot frisbees and goals, but you have a little end game. The last 30 seconds of the match, they'll give you bonus points if you do something. So the end game was lifting these hooks up and climbing a pyramid. So these hooks would come up, grab onto the bottom rung, and pull the entire robot off the ground. And the funny thing was, we're really front heavy. This side we have 2 gearboxes, 4 sim motors, as well as the battery.
Like, you know, within this group, we don't even see the robot. So why am I doing this kind of thing? So we have to make sure that that's one of the challenges, is that we make sure that the team stays together and everyone feels like they're part of it. Yep.
So like if you're part of financing or like fundraising and stuff, do you get to go to the competitions?
Oh yeah, everyone gets to go. So we only, it also depends on like personal finance as well, because competition is always really pricey because there's none in London. So Waterloo is one of our favorites because it's 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes, like last year, we didn't even stay overnight there. We just drove back and forth. Some of us were like, oh, let's book a hotel room real quick. So some of us would stay, some people would drive back and forth. But everyone gets to go. The kind of rule we have on our team is that if you're a new member, you have to raise or sponsor $250. And if you're an old member, you have to get at least $500. Me being on the team for 3 years, I've set a goal for at least over 1,000 myself, because I'm like, okay, we need money and I want this team to run. So we just have little rules like that where that will show people, like that helps us pick up the really committed ones, because they're like, oh no, I go to all the meetings and like I have one built, I shouldn't have to bring money. Like no, everyone has to bring money, because without money the team doesn't run. So everyone gets to go to competition. St. Louis, we had a smaller group because we shared a bus with Western's team, but I mean it was across country, and you know, like it's expensive, but the thing is, like, if you can get people sponsored, like a lot of sponsor money, and we end up saving some of it. I remember last year my friend Eliane, who wasn't quite sure if she was going to be able to make it to St. Louis, her uncle, who works at a company, didn't sponsor us, but sponsored her, so she didn't have to pay for anything, and she got to go to St. Louis for free, which is awesome. So like family members and like everyone will support you in this, because it's so much fun. And like I didn't know I wanted to be an engineer or do anything with engineering until grade 10 after robotics had started. And I was like, well, this is so cool, I love it, I'm good at it, I should continue with this. So hopefully, like I'll be going to Western next year for engineering. So that'll be cool. Yeah.
We are going to play a typical number with a typical amount of loud and loud passages.
Disse tre typer skudd er bundet sammen under jorda.